Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, thank you. How's everybody?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, good, good. You look like you're in HD something or another on your video.
It's my light.
I still didn't get that light for myself. I need that light.
You do. I love it. I love it.
Mm-mm.
So, and I keep them. They have a ring light now.
Oh,
I know. So here I go.
one more toy, huh?
One more. Just one
Wow.
more.
Wow.
Oh goodness.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Good afternoon. Who's on the call? I see a couple. Can you turn your cameras on? I'd love to see you. I would love to see who's out there. My phone is beeping and beeping.
Oh,
Hello.
hello, hello.
Hey, how are you?
I am fine. Yourself?
Good, thank you.
Video is off. Yep.
No, your video is off. Off.
My thing is under. Oh, yeah. Hey, Tania. Don't laugh. Oh, goodness.
That's
I sent
okay.
this. I sent out. I think we sent out a notice to everybody who's in the networking group
Mhm.
about this meeting, and
Okay.
then I did a newsletter with another announcement, and
Mhm.
then remembered I didn't send it, so I just sent it.
Oh, okay.
So I
Yeah,
plan I plan to do a few of these, and we'll see in over the next couple of months because people have asked a lot of questions about membership. So
Okay.
this will be kind of like our trial run and see how it goes.
Okay.
All right. So I just want folks to be able to meet members of the team and ask any questions they have. All right. And then whenever I schedule these, you can feel free to just invite anybody else who you know might be interested in getting more information. All right.
Bjorn is not going to be able to make it. There's something that came up at his job and they had to jump ship for a second. So
That's all right.
I see you next time.
No worries. Good afternoon, Mr. Davis.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, thank you. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah. Yeah. I only have a few minutes. I have actually a plumber. My water heater
Oh
died. So
no. There's a lot of that going around. I know Jim was fixing something at his house, but I won't take much of your time. I wanted to have an opportunity to
okay.
talk to everybody about a little bit more about BBA, about the services we offer, and then kind of cover the membership. So I'm just going to jump in if it's okay with you and share my screen. And
Sure.
I'm recording this, and then what I will do is I'll probably offer another session or two over the next 2 to 3 weeks as
Mm-hmm.
we're evolving. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So let me share my screen and then figure out how to make this into a presentation. Here it is down here. Let's see if that works. Does that work?
Yes.
Yep.
Fabulous. All right. So that's the introduction. I'm not even going to talk much about that. I think you folks are all on the line have heard us talk about our membership, our mission statement, which is really to empower, lift up, advocate for, and ambassador Black businesses around the state with a plan, a growth plan to grow nationally. And we're doing that quite intentionally. We actually have two current board members, one in New Jersey and one in Florida. So we're starting now to kind of build out the framework for how we grow ourselves as we stabilize in Connecticut. I think what's important for everybody to understand is that this is an organization that's run by Black business owners for Black business owners. All right. So it's all about our own community and growing our own community. I wanted to cover quickly some of the programmatic aspects of what we do. So one key piece is the empowerment. So the education and training that we offer, and that's a number of different workshops and webinars. And lately we've been doing a whole lot of PPP and how to access capital through the federal grants and programs like that. But when those things cool off, we have a regular slate of kind of education and training programs that we offer, some in collaboration with other organizations and some that are our own, including one that we're developing, which we are calling the Black Financial Literacy series of trainings, which really will address mindset as well as the practical and technical aspects of personal business finance and then business finance. And then some of the special events that we have include things like the roundtable. Hi, I see your camera on. How are you? The roundtable series that we just did, the Black Wealth Roundtable, and other roundtables. And folks who are members and an active piece of our community will have an opportunity to participate in those kinds of events. Community building is a key aspect of what we do. So that networking group, the Connect, is kind of how most of us have come together, but it goes beyond Connect. And now that we've gotten to this kind of level, we might need to think about adding some more days and times into the schedule for what works for other folks. So maybe a lunchtime offering and an evening offering. But we talk a lot and do a lot around partnership development at BBA. So some of the things we do to build community include what I'm calling kind of industry meet and greets. So I've been bringing together diversity, equity, and inclusion specialists. There have been about 13 in the group on and off for about the last 4 months. And essentially I've just created a space, it's a Zoom. We meet once a month on a certain day and time, and they can come into the group. It's an opportunity for us to get to know each other in the field, but it's really more of an opportunity for them to connect with each other, see what potential there is for if a larger opportunity presents itself, or maybe a training opportunity, and it's too big for one company, maybe 2 or 3 partner together to be able to access the opportunity. But we've also discovered that it's just been really powerful to have a space for people who are in that field to be able to kind of let down for a few minutes and just talk about how they're feeling about their work. So we're creating these kind of partnership opportunities and spaces for particular industries to get together. And a new piece of what we're really growing and developing is this Black business marketplace, which I'm excited about. So it's an extension of Connect, and it's going to be intentional. On our website, we'll be able to have a directory where folks can upload their information, upload their logo, upload their photo, put their company information. And it's a way for us to find each other and intentionally be able to do business with each other. So you'll be able to go in through your kind of membership portal into the website and be able to access the other members in our space. Right now, we don't have that capacity, so that's something that we're building out. What we do have is the blackownedct.com directory that we're partnered with. And if you've noticed on the top, I think it's the top left-hand corner of our website, there's a link to that directory. There's also a link where you can put your information in and you'll be added to that directory. That's an open statewide directory where any Black business can get access to. That's a wonderful place to market your business. This B2B marketplace that we're talking about is much more intentional because it is just a space for members to be able to connect with each other online. The advocacy piece is really around kind of data collection, understanding, analyzing what's happening in our community, being able to advocate for businesses with state, local, and federal politicians and government, and advocating for policy that impacts how we do business, that makes it the right environment to be able to do business in the state. And I think a good example of that was, I think it was about 3 or 4 months ago, we had a really large community meeting. Over 100 Black business owners got together with Senator Blumenthal. And he really wanted to be able to hear what our needs were, particularly around PPP. This was after the first round of funding, and we all realized that less than 4% went to Black-owned businesses and that some changes were necessary. So he heard what we said at the meeting. He had a few more meetings with BBA. Some of what you're seeing now in the changes in the second round of PPP and with the new release of the Restaurant Revitalization Fund are a direct result of the policy work and the advocacy that we did with Senator Blumenthal's office. So for example, there is a period of time actually right now from May 3rd, 21 days with the Restaurant Revitalization Fund where only disadvantaged businesses, that's Black businesses, can apply. Nobody else can apply. This is our window. We have equity, priority that we can apply. They were able to pull that off into the second round of PPP funding, but the kind of priority window came slightly after they started the program. So they've kind of, they've heard what we've said and they're making adjustments. This time we're at the beginning of the fund, so everybody accesses it after we do. So that's a result of the kind of policy work that we're trying to do. And then in terms of our, business support services, I've kind of put some things under some headings so that it's just easier for us to talk about. So one of the things I'm really excited about is the funding superhighway. This catalyzes BBA as the organization that is direct access to funding, access to capital. So what we're doing is building those relationships with the banks, but beyond the banks, all of the CDFIs, the funding institutions, venture capitalist groups, CT Next, those types of organizations, so that we can build the relationships to get us priority access to those kinds of programs. So when you come into BBA, you access our technical assistance, you come in through our outreach and engagement, you might get assistance with a business plan, helping with your pro forma financials. You need funding and you need to put together that funding application. We have a person in-house who can do the pre-underwriting. Once that package is done, we can help you analyze the best place to present your application for funding. All right, so that's the funding superhighway. And then Main Street and Beyond is really an extension of what we've already been doing. We've been working one-on-one intensive technical assistance services with business owners. And now what we want to do is be able to go into particular towns in a very intentional and intensive way, pull on some of those businesses like our salons, our barbers, our smaller restaurants into small groups, bring in some experts who can be able to give some strategic advice, and then we will help to develop action plans, access to the funding superhighway, whatever other technical assistance they need, and then be able to provide some coaching as they move through. So this is really intensive for our smaller Main Street type programs. So that's just a kind of a quick overview of what services we provide. And then I'm going to show you, well, I can kind of walk you through why it's important to join BBA. I think the key part is that it's an investment in our community, right? It taps you into a network of Black business owners across the state. And again, as we grow, that becomes a national network. And we are working really hard to leverage business-to-business partnerships that increase your visibility and increase your access to opportunities in the state and outside of the state. And I can talk about that a little bit further. If you were to go to our website right now and go into that membership tab, this is the window that you will see. It gives you three options. We have the kind of the free membership, which just is, the newsletter, access to events, we'll stay in touch with you. Then we've got the $250 platinum level and a $1,000 corporate level. We are revising and working on these levels. What's going to go away, and I'm not sure how long yet, I know I'm going to keep the window open at least through the end of May, is that free level. Because anybody can kind of come in and get access to the newsletter. That's important. So I don't know that we need to call that a category, but we're going to evolve, and I'm showing you right now membership 2.0. And within the next couple of weeks, this is what we will be unveiling. So there'll be three levels, just to keep it nice and simple. The basic level, our connectivity level, is the $250 a year. That will include a single listing in the directory, that Black Business Marketplace that I spoke about earlier. You'll get 2 passes to our annual event, and we are currently working on a summit that may take place in either October or November of this year. It will include promotion, membership newsletter, those kinds of things, and invites to be a part of our virtual roundtable, webinars, and events. That's the basic level. When you go up one level to our by visibility level, the business level, and that's at 500 a year, you get everything in the basic category plus some additional things, right? This boosts you a level. So now you'll get 2 listings in that online directory. And this is helpful if you have 2 businesses or your business could be included in 2 different categories. That way you'll be able to list it in 2 different places. You'll get additional VIP passes to our annual event or the summit, or both, whichever we do every year. Invitations to an investor only event that we're working on, and promotions of your events and special offers. We haven't narrowed down what the promotion specifically will look like. In the past, BBA has had what we call the BBA show, and it was an opportunity to interview members, and they could use that video either on their marketing piece, but we could also use it in our marketing. We may kind of boost that a little bit or do things on Facebook or Instagram with folks. So we're working on the details of that, but it will definitely include promotion. Can everybody do me a favor and turn your mics off for me, please? Just mute yourselves for 1 second. All right, there we go, got it. Then at the investor level, this is the premium membership. This is at $1,000 a year. So this takes over what was the corporate membership. The premium listing, of course, includes everything in the lower 2 levels. And now you're going to get a premium listing annual logo on the front side of the website, on the outside facing piece of the website. You'll get access to 2 investor only events, and of course be included in a VIP reception at our annual meeting or the annual event. You will also have access to key business and governmental leaders. You'll be eligible to serve on the board of directors or advisory boards or key committees. We have to see where folks are needed, and then we'll make those offers from there. And you will receive an award that you can actually, like a physical award, membership kind of plaque that you can use in your office. The lower 2 levels, you'll get some kind of digital signage that you can use on your website, add it to your business cards, put it on your front door of your store, however you'd like to use that. So in the premium level, you'll get the digital, plus you'll get the physical kind of award. I wanted to be able to just kind of show you some of the things that we're doing that will increase opportunities and why membership is important. One of the things we've worked out already with the Chamber of Commerce in New Haven is what we're calling a joint membership program. So if you become a member of BBA and your business is in the greater New Haven area served by the New Haven Chamber of Commerce, you have an automatic membership into the New Haven Chamber. All right, that's a real win. But the only way that becomes a win is if we can walk through the next pieces, which we're working out with the chamber. So they have a person at the New Haven Chamber who's dedicated to take care of BBA members. And then when you become a member of the chamber, if you identify 2 or 3 maybe corporations or organizations that you need to talk to help to grow your business, it's their role to directly connect you to at least 3 opportunities while you're at the chamber. So this isn't just going to be join the chamber, you get to shake hands, attend a few networking meetings, and then you never get to grow from there. We're intentional about increasing your opportunities to grow your business. So we've already got that in play with the New Haven Chamber. We are working out a strategy with Norwalk. In Milford, we're currently talking about some form of associate membership. And then Windsor and Waterbury are organizations that we're also kind of in the early planning stages. New Haven is set, the others we're still kind of working on. We have a partnership relationship with Key Bank and Liberty Bank. So if you need services or something is not happening that you need to happen there, it's helpful to let us know and we can kind of help to smooth some of those things out, but make those connections at those banks. They know BBA, they know how to work with BBA members. BlackOwnedCT.com is that directory I spoke about earlier. So we have a partnership so that you have access to more visibility through that directory. I should add that that directory is in the process of being completely upgraded. Right now, it's not searchable by town, so it'll have a whole new look within the next 30 days. We also have partnerships with the SBA. I want to mention the Wigan and Dana partnership because that's a critical piece of membership. You have access as a member of BBA to free legal services right now through Wigan and Dana. I believe they invested over $10 million around the country. But if you need a contract, if you have a legal question, if you need some assistance that's of a legal, maybe you don't know what way to structure your organization and you need some help to structure it, and you need a legal person to answer that for you, we can make a direct connection to Wigan and Dana and get you those services. Now, their intention obviously is to increase the number of Black and brown businesses that they do business with. Our intention is to get you access to the best possible services. Wigan and Dana is top of the line in terms of legal services. So they're offering free services. As you grow, I believe those will become some, like a sliding scale fee-based services until you go to the point where you're able to afford the real legal services. We have a really good partnership with the Southern Connecticut Black Chamber of Commerce. I am going to sit down and talk with them about what we can do for joint memberships. And so that's exciting as well. So those are the kinds of things that as we grow, we are building into the membership. So I wanted to be able to, I'm going to stop sharing and just open up the floor to anybody who might have any questions. You can all open up your mics. Feel free to do that and just jump in. We've got members of our team here, and I'd be happy to answer any questions. Hey, Michael.
I don't have any questions at this point. I think it's but thanks for going over the membership. It's a lot more than I thought it was, and if it works out like that, I think it's a great opportunity, especially with the alliances that you're making with the other organizations like the Board of Chambers. Yeah. So it seems interesting. My only thing is, like, how many I know you said you're rolling up to that $1,000 level and you're kind of guaranteeing kind of introductions, but how many is that already in place? Do you have those people in place? And the reason that I asked that is because instead of, some businesses might have struggled, why don't you guys, or have you guys considered doing this as a trial period for like existing members or who may have you to try it out and see if it works for them? And then you can expand it into a full thing since this is all new. So I just wanted to get your thoughts around that.
Oh, that's a really good idea. I had not thought about that. You mean like the introductions to the chamber, those kinds of things?
Well, the like the $1,000 package, right? It has that we'll help you get introduction to clients. I've seen a lot of those programs. Some of them don't charge as well, right? But it's usually, I can't say that they're always like successful, right? And that's probably not expected for everything,
right?
But you don't want to get in there and you feel like, okay, I can definitely meet a client, and then you can't, right? Because that client or the relationship is not as strong as you thought it was, or the connection to you. So I don't know, it's almost like you're taking a risk that, all right, so I need to speak to these 3 companies and they're going to help doing that. But what if those companies are not available at this point?
Okay.
What if they're not partners with you at this point?
Okay. Yeah, you make a good point. We'll have to come back to the table and maybe think some more about that. And I think our intention there, particularly with investors, was to be able to kind of make those introductions. But you're right, there's no guarantee at the end, right, that it would be successful once we make the introduction.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's a really good point. Thank you.
Okay, no problem.
With respect to Mike's point, at the same time, all of these memberships also are an investment, if you will, in the BBA. So these are the programs and the benefits and the activities that we can present for you. And as you said, these are things that if the first read doesn't work, we'll try to find somebody else, if you will, that we can make an introduction to. So So each one of those membership tiers is based on, hey, we're supporting the Black Businesses Alliance, and each person will have a different need. And that's what those membership categories are supposed to do.
Okay, thanks for that explanation.
Thank you. Any other thoughts, feedback, questions? Is there anything that you would like to see as part of a membership that is not addressed here? Because we're designing, like we're growing and building. So this is a good time to add it in.
Not that I would like to see, but I just one comment too. You said you're actually building out the CT Black-owned type website. Now, we could probably do a partnership like that if you guys are interested, because one part of our company too, we do AR websites, art, which is augmented reality, and 3D websites. So something for you to think about. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, we have a product that we're just soft launching, but it has most of the bells and the whistles, but to it. But we could definitely talk and see what that looks like if you guys are interested.
That would be great. That a partner who started the Black-owned CT business came to us, and we kind of just joined partnership on it. She's been running it with a group of volunteers, and so updating it has been somewhat cumbersome. So I think it would be good to really have a chat about that. And then of course we have the membership and back end of BBA that we're still working on. So yeah, we definitely need to talk, Michael.
Okay.
And can I just have, Michael, can I just have the name of your company, please?
My company is Egghead AI. Yeah. So that's a separate product from what we do. We usually do data science. So what is it? We have also have another product, which is a data intelligence platforms that helps companies manage information quality to improve customer retention. Like for instance, if you collect a lot of information on people, like their email addresses, if the email address is not there, you can't do outreach. So we make sure that that stuff's there. And if it's not, we report it to you. And we can also do smart things like what we do for insurance carriers. Like we could look at customer files against distribution files and let them know where their risks are or opportunities to get additional customers. Yeah.
All right, Michael, before we move forward with some of the things that we were planning, I need to sit with you. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I need you to take a good look at what we are trying to do. And then I think you're going to be the one to help with that solution.
Okay, absolutely. I'm here to help. Yeah.
Beautiful. I'm so glad you came on today. Yeah,
I did too. Because like I said, I'm waiting for this guy, so I wasn't sure. But my daughter, I owe it to her. She said, just join.
Even if it's only for a few minutes, right?
Exactly.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's right. It's all helpful.
Yeah.
All right, I'm open. Any questions, thoughts, feedback, whatever I can do. Any questions you have about BBA? Anything that you'd like to know more about?
I think you did a good job summarizing it. Another comment that I had is I read something from, I think it's Jamal Simmons this morning, that like the stuff that you guys are, the stuff that you guys doing are really important, because I guess he did some analysis and it showed that in all the levels in the branch of the military, at the highest levels, is only 4% Black, though we're like 13% of the population. And that extends to college universities. It extends to everything. So this is really important work that you guys are doing.
Absolutely.
So I appreciate that too.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
And thank you for supporting it.
Okay. Yep, absolutely.
Well, all right. If you folks are okay, then I'm good. Feel free to email me or call me with any questions. I will put my email in the chat. Turn your mic on.
Yeah. So Anne Marie, I'm sorry, I have to drop. The guy is here now for the repair.
All right.
But yeah, you have all my contact info. So let's get together.
Very good. All right,
Okay,
thank you.
thank you.
Have a good
Have a
one.
good rest of your day. Thank
You
you.
too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye now.
Yeah, hi.
There you
My
are.
my question was, where can I find this Zoom meeting that we just had recorded? Because I missed almost everything you were saying because I'm at work. I had to take another call, and so yeah, I missed all of that stuff. So that's why now I'm not even asking any question because I don't want
Okay.
to ask a question about something that was already discussed or covered.
All right, no worries. So I've got the recording and I will make a link to it. You know what I'll do? I think I might be able to post it on Facebook and give you a link. Either
All right.
Facebook or our website, but I'll send you a link in the next couple of days. Just give me a couple of days to download it and then get it to you. And then my email is there. Anytime you have a question, you can always reach out to me. All right?
All right, I definitely appreciate that.
Beautiful. All right. And then Tanea and Marjorie are here. They're outreach workers on our team. And Jim is here. He does technical assistance, business plans, strategy, anything that you need. Like, our team is bigger than this, but these folks are here. So again, if you need to meet anybody, you just let me know.
All right.
All right. Thank you. Thanks for joining us today.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Have a good day, everybody.
All
Okay,
right.
All
bye,
right. Take care.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye-bye now.
bye.